I'll give you more detailed information on this soon. But this is the Sportsman's Guide or something like that. I don't know. Tells you about it all over the place, doesn't it? Well, maybe there's something on the other end. Nope, nothing. But this product has a protective coating that must be cured before use. Do not use until properly cured. See stove mantle. Not the mantle. The manual. Okay, for Dita. Okay, let's open it up. I'll spare you the slicing open of the box. I don't have a little miniature chainsaw or anything. I may have to vacuum once a year, need it or not. It's like a bath every Saturday, needed to know. Made in unknown country of origin. It's going to be hard to get out of here and show everything, so, and not try to make too big of a mess. So let me invert it, turn it over. Okay, keep in mind this bag is not a toy. Reminds me of my grandmother. That bag wasn't a toy either. Keep this bag away from children. Keep it away from press. You know, I agree with that. Do not place on head. Well, dadgummit. It's going to place it on my head. Well, New Year's is coming. And whenever you put plastic and put it down your throat, it could be a choking hazard. I know. I'm being obstinate. Yeah, I have to watch that. Well, you know, these little bits of foam have value. You can do some stuff with them. Oh, I got a stick. Oh, I thought that was a sticker. I may cut that off and put some spray glue behind it and stick it on the Spitfire. That's another upcoming project over there, but we'll worry about that at some other point. So, it's not very big, but that's not the point. This is going to be for the more stuff here. Don't want that bit of paper in there. Let me get this thing out of here. Interesting. It's stuck on there good, but something, I don't know. It's all, everything's so chalky these days. Let's see what we got here. Okay, the Sportsman's Guide. Just take a look here. Okay, well, I'll look at that in a second. Let's see what comes in this kit. Now, you might not believe what I'm going to do with this, but I think it's going to work. I have two reasons for getting the stove. One is for heat. Not necessarily for me, but for my friends. The other one is to, probably burn wood scraps from carpentry stuff I do. And the other is if I get the barn a little smoky, it might keep the birds out. That's sort of where I was going with that. The Environmental Protection Agency has said this is only for temporary use, so I guess you can only use it for a few minutes. You gotta throw it away. I'm only going to temporarily use it for about 15 or 20 years or something like that. Oh, it's a little, hey, that's a nice little design there. I may have to make one of those for the wood stove, or just use this one for in here. That's pretty groovy. Maybe I could find some muck if I was Citizen Kane, right? Or William Randolph Hearst or something. Well, nothing else comes out so easy. Oh, wait a minute. That's because there's something in here. What could it be? Look at that. You get some bubble wrap. Okay. Okay. All right. Put that over there. That's G. Okay. So if you're wondering what that was, that's G. I like that rake thing. I really do. I am going to use that. Well, what else is in here? Well, let's see. Oh, there's some screws. This is the usable stuff over here. Nope. All right. I've got a stovepipe. I think if you get one out, the world opens up to you. Oh, C. Okay. Maybe there's another C. And then there's another C. Maybe there's a rider. I hate I thought of that. That might stick in my mind. Okay, there's another. Well, that stuff's pretty thick. That's okay. All right, keep going. 3 C's. Okay. I guess that's what all the screws are for. And then there's your ring. Ooh, it's B. So you got B, C, and G. You think there's a D somewhere in here? Always seems logical, doesn't it? Okay. Oh, there's your very top thing. Oh, that's pretty good. Spark arresters on it. I was wondering about that. I was wondering if it had some kind of cap on it. If it wasn't, I was going to put one on there. So wait a minute. A D. I was right. There's a D. And there's a handle. It doesn't say Messiah on it. I know I'm very tired. I finished the truck axle today, so I'm real depressed and I'm real tired from being depressed after doing all that stuff. It's no more worlds to conquer. Sometimes you feel that way. And okay, let's not go down my psychological meanderings here. I got a feeling there's a special today on legs. Always a good household item. E. So which way does that go? I guess it goes that way. That was the old eye test I was taking when I was a boy. Oh, I can't believe it. I was thinking of putting one of these in here. I didn't even know this came with this. I am impressed. It has a little flue change with the springs on it so you don't burn your little pinkies, your little flanges. Look at that. All right, a little damper. That is impressive. So A, B, C, D, E. Well, where's F? Nope. There's A, B, C, D, E, G, I, K. Well, I don't think that's the Chinese alphabet, but I don't know. All right, well, that's okay. This stuff's good. It seems to be, heavy enough to do. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, anything else in there? Any old tramps in there? Don't think so. I think I got it all out of there. I may assemble it a little bit here because it's really for the barn, and I don't, I'll assemble it here and then do a little disassembly in parts, and we'll put it on the trailer and take it down and read about curing the finish, the coating. F was the hardware. Oh well. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Just have a, there it is, H. So there you go. That's staying in the house. I'll figure out something else down in the barn, some scrap metal or something. That's just too cute. As a matter of fact, I'll just show you. I'm doing a total that's what this stuff is over here. I'm doing a total restore and refab and safety update on this stove over here. But look at this. I am oh, I forgot. I didn't do this for me. I forgot that I got this. Whew. Watch this. Oh. So I think this is the tool here. I gotta do something with these batteries. So look at that. See, that's gonna pull. Oh baby, that was worth it right there. So you can, so when I just can't believe it. That is cool. And we can just put this right here. And that's staying up here with this stove. Okay, this stove is not manufactured for residential applications and may not be installed in any permanent structure, like a garage home or mobile home. Well, what's permanent mean? Didn't say anything about a barn, but I don't know. Just do it. Do what they tell you. All right, let's see what else we got here. So you got to start a small fire and keep it going for 3 hours to cure the paint. It's going to be stinky, so you got to remember, just do it outside somewhere. Keep the fire moderate size during this process. Stove cured a dull gray color and will no longer be emitting odor. If I have sense of smell, that would be good. Additional cautions, don't put it in your mouth. Okay, got it. Don't throw gasoline in it. Okay, lighter. Okay, don't do that. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I don't know. I grew up a little different than a lot of people. These are Allen key, but I found that I got like a T30 here, and that does pretty good. So that'll be good enough for this action here. So there we go. Well, I got the legs on it, and my little T30 idea worked out pretty good. So let's flip her over. Oh, a bing and a bang. I know you hear somebody talking in the background. It's because I'm trying to learn about Vespas. Okay. Alright. So, there you go. I had an idea just a minute ago, and we are going to go forward with that idea. And, I don't want any styrofoam burning on there. Okay, so there we go. Guide gear. Okay, let's... Step one, put the legs on it. I'm going to be finding these little white pieces of stuff everywhere, and they get staticky. Okay, let's see what's next. So you get the bottom flue support, and you go inside the stove, and you put the long part up and through, and then the screws in. And that's the way to do that. And that looks like that would make a pretty good seal. So, and once put them all in loosely, if that's true of anything you do, start loosely and then tight later. We're going to do a sit. Okay, there we go. I don't think that has to be super tight. Always want to, you don't want to put, if you got 17 fasteners, you want to do all 17 of them in a loose fashion. So I can see how this makes a pretty good seal. And make sure the B is facing to the back. I'm just pulling your layer up there. Okay, just put it in there whichever way it works. Okay, so what's next? Assemble the stacks. Oh, attach the, well, I don't think I'm going to do that quite. I want to do the handle. Let's do the handle. And I don't know what that is. G? What is G? I don't know. Maybe it's another kind of a rake. I don't know. We'll figure it out in a minute. Complete assembly. Assembly complete. Okay. I'm a picture kind of a guy. So of course the the choke stack goes to the bottom. I don't know. I don't know what that does. I'll figure it out sooner or later. All right, let's put the handle on it. This handle does not want to go through that hole in the door. I know I'm probably too close in all this, but I mean, I tried to work it with my hands. So I'd have these step drills, so I'm gonna try to see if I can get it to fit a little better. But that does not go through. You can see it's got a little stop. It's got to go through because you can't get all these other pieces on here. So that's gonna take a little bit of drilling. Oh my gosh, stunned by that. That took a might bit of wallering out this piece of fine machinery here, but I got it to go, and it seems to be working well. Other than when you go to make it work, I don't know. Why do I have this feeling, huh? I think it's gonna need an well. I don't know. That holds it closed. That's okay with me. Maybe after it burns off this. Oh, there you go. You can just push in on it some. Okay, and then all right. Okay, I got it. I was thinking it was going to work a little easier than that. So you got to push it in, and then see it's easy as pie. And then you go and you see it. There you go. So you push in on this thing, and it puts the latch back a little bit. Okay. That looks right. So we're going to do them and them. And then when you do this, it'll just pop out at you. Whew. Okay, well, let's do the stacks. Stack them up. All right, let's put this other light back on again. Oh. Never can understand this silly thing. Let's do it this way. Okay, so silly light's on. And then there you go. And so I got this on there already. Happy with that. And then we're only going to do a couple of these because we're gonna take this outside, and that's good enough. You don't need to screw them in, and then you got your little baffle right there. So you got two other stacks, and then there you go. So let's I got that sodium light. We'll put it right out here. Let's put it right out this way. And this way we can see it. Yeah. All right. Let's put the sodium light on. I was going to put it out there, but I don't have as much light out there. It's like the drunk that lost his wallet. And cop says, "Why are you looking under the street light?" "Oh, you lost it over there, didn't you?" I said, "Well, yeah, I know I lost it over there, but there's more light over here." We moved to the great outdoors. And see, there's my new sodium light I got. $14. They were clearing it out. And I said, well, guys got to have a sodium light, $14. So here she is. Wow. What an impressive structure. It's probably 9 feet tall. And here's all the fixings. I got some wood and some paper. And I got things to start with. So let me get it set up, and we'll get her to burn in here. Multiple levels of that stuff. Okay, I think I can get all this going, and that'll burn 3 hours pretty good, I would think. And boy, you can't find a better place to burn off the fumes. Whoa! What a monster! I'm digging that, and that's going to just be great down in the non-permanent barn. Okay, so we're out here in the middle of the driveway, and there's what my place looks like from the outside, and there's where I'm going to be sitting in that big chair right there with all them lights off. I'm going to turn sodium light off. Okay, so we got the old fire starter here. She's all packed full. You ready? let that sort of start up there a little bit. Make sure everything's open. Everything's open. Push in on the spring. See, that's just easy as cake. And okay, she's a going. So, oh, something went pot. Let's move this away from the fire. Well, let me turn the oh, smoky. Guess you get a real good draw on that. Let's make sure this is open. Okay. And we'll see what happens. It's a little after 7. And I sure wouldn't want this smoking up the barn with, you know, the off-gassing from, you know, the... Did something go wrong in there? Oh, no. Let's just let that pull. It's not pulling. Probably because I opened it. I lost my draw. Quick straw. Okay, so let's do this. What you get for being impatient. Let's, sometimes you gotta do this a couple of times. Alright. A little bit of kindling, a couple pieces of wood, and there you go. There it goes, smoking up there again. Well, I'll teach you a lesson. Pretty moon. Okay. Just kind of let that roll a little bit. Alright, let's go in. And then we'll look at it from inside here in a second. I think that's going to be fine. I'll give you all the information on it. It'll be in the description what it is. But I think that's just dandy. Goes up plenty high enough to where if you were around it, you wouldn't get that smoky hickory smell all over you. Well, a lot of reflection there, isn't there? All right, we can sit down here and I can just look at the smoke go by. And let's turn, that's okay. Let's leave the sodium light on for a while. That's not the point of this endeavor. And I'll just make sure that it doesn't get too rip-roaring. And let's see, 7:10. It's been running about 5 minutes. I'll check on it here in a little bit, make sure it doesn't get going too much. And of course it's blowing the smoke right back on the house, but that's okay. So as the smoke cools, it drops, of course. Okay, I'll have to look up and see what this thing is. And it's not exactly straight, but it's pretty straight. And fire don't care much about being horizontal or vertical or anything like that. It just kind of burns. Okay, well, you can't see much because all the Christmas light reflects. You can see that. Okay. My neighbors are saying, what's that guy doing now? It's been 15 minutes or so. I'm gonna try to get away from the Christmas light look thing. There you go, like that. And it's just sort of smoky and smoldering, which is what we want, but I'm afraid it's gonna take off, so I'm keeping an eye on it. But that's pretty all right. I'm okay with all of that. And I know that Mick will be too, because my thermostat's like at 120. His is like at 1. He can't take the cold at all. So this, like I said, multiple purposes. They're for my friends. It's to burn up carpentry stuff. It's to smoke out the birds. And I think that's just going to be fine. So happy to know that that top chimney has a cap on it. Overall, I got to give this thing so far an A. It can just sit there and smolder all night for all I care out in the middle of the rock yard. Still a pretty moon. Okay. 8:30, and you can see the little embers down in there. It looks like it's burning cleaner, and you can see the smoke wafting by. So, okay, we're gonna wrap this up here pretty soon. I don't know why it's burning pretty good, and you can see smoke coming off everything. I think it's actually curing the paint. That's good. But there's nothing coming out of the stack so much. Let's go back over here. Oh, there you go. As much as I can block all that. See? Yeah, I think you better do this outside for sure. It is almost 9 o'clock, and she's still smoky and smoldering. Let's go out there and look at it. It's not that cold, really. Oh. Let's see if I'm getting these chemicals baked off of here. Oh, well. All right. Ooh. Nice and warm. So that's getting all that off of there. And there is that. We're just going to let that smolder all night long. Some kind of, the moisture, combustion produces moisture. You can see the streaks of it coming down there. So that's pretty good. It's going to be fine. Just let it run through the night, and you can just watch the smoke trail. Well, that's going to be it for now. So we're giving you a thumbs up and subscribe. And this is a pretty good little thing. I'm impressed. And let me put my hand against it. Oh, yeah, I can feel the nice warmth coming off, even with the cool breeze coming across. Oh, 175 degrees. That's pretty good for just a couple little pieces of wood. Very good. All right. We all have a nice warm evening. Good night. It is the next morning, and I'm firing it up again. And I'll tell you why in a minute. I just put a little bit of charcoal and whatnot in it, and the old wood didn't burn completely down. But the reason I'm burning it twice is because I don't think I overheated it, because the wood didn't burn completely. And so I've got some stuff in there just cause. But what it did was it sort of ectoplasmed on me. It sort of see it bubbling right there? And it's got all this gunk that kind of ran down it. Now she'll burp back at you till she gets going. She kind of makes a brrrr kind of a noise. How'd it go again? And it just sort of burps out at you, and then you get your draw. Make sure this is open. And see all the stuff running down. So you probably just want to burn it a couple of times out here in the field to just get all the gunk off of it. So I'm going to let that burn. There's 2 old hunks of wood, and it's blowing right down to my neighbor's house. He'll love that. So anyway, he and she and whoever else is down there. Let's see if that plate fell off yet. I don't think that's going to stay there very long. But anyway, let's let it burn for a while. But that you can see there, that's just not pretty, and you don't want that running down on something you care about. It's been close to an hour. It's, 50 minutes, but let's go out and let's see what this goo is doing. I'm sure it's baking off, and we're gonna close this one out. This has gotten kind of longer than I dreamed it would ever become. So we don't need to bring the FLIR back out here and
had enough coffee, have I? So, yeah. Yeah, boy, you can see the heat bellowing off that. Now, I'll tell you something else I learned from all of this. See how that letter A is all burned off? And as you go up, that letter's burned right there. That one's not burned so much. That one's not burned at all. And neither is that one. So I guess I could get the flare out here, but one would assume that the smoke coming out of there is rather cool. And I kind of knew that anyway. But let's just let it burn on off, burn it on out, and that's going to be it. So it went a little longer than I thought it would, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And it feels like it's just being around it. It feels like it's kind of burned off all the stuff. So we're right in the sun, aren't we? So that's it. So okay, once again, thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. Maybe one day in the future I'll show where I put it down in the barn, but I was thinking about putting little casters on it and just rolling it around wherever I needed it in the barn to be warm. So that might work. Some kind of steel casters or something. So just an idea. Don't want to make it top heavy and have it fall over or anything like that. Just something, just roll it around the shop. A mobile stove. Pretty cool idea, huh? All right, bye-bye. I think it's great.